As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. This ancient biblical line, chosen by James Allen as the foundation of his small yet powerful book, As a Man Thinketh, is not merely a reminder. It is an unshakable law of life, a key that unlocks the deepest human freedom and the most profound transformation. More than a century later, in the chaotic current of the modern world, with social media, 24/7 negative news, and relentless pressure to succeed, this slim book of barely 50 pages still stands like a lighthouse. It reminds us of something most people forget. You become what you repeatedly think in the depths of your soul. Not circumstances, not other people, not fate, but the constant stream of thoughts running through your mind shapes your character, your health, your environment, and ultimately, your destiny. The mind, the sacred garden of destiny. Imagine your mind as a fertile garden. Whether you consciously tend it or leave it wild, it will still grow. If you plant good seeds, noble thoughts, gratitude, steadiness, love, your garden will bloom. Joy, inner strength, harmonious relationships, and lasting achievement. But if you allow negative seeds, resentment, fear, envy, suspicion, to fall in and spread unchecked, the garden turns into a field of weeds where suffering, failure, and sickness quietly multiply. This is not mystical magic. It is a simple but strict law of cause and effect. Whatever seeds of thought you plant, you will harvest their fruit. No exceptions. People often blame circumstances. I'm poor because the economy is bad. I'm sad because people treat me badly. I'm sick because it's genetic. But James Allen insists, circumstances are only a mirror, faithfully reflecting what you have been silently nurturing in your mind. Change your thoughts, and your circumstances begin to change, never the other way around. Circumstances don't create you. You create circumstances. One of the deepest insights is this: you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you constantly think in scarcity, you will notice scarcity everywhere. If you persistently hold a picture of abundance, peace, and success, life seems to arrange paths that bring those things closer. Not because of some magical law of attraction, but because the mind works like a refined filter. It amplifies what you focus on and fades what you ignore. When you fail, instead of declaring, "I'm useless," ask, "What can I learn from this to grow?" When you face hardship, instead of complaining, "Why me?" affirm, "I have the capacity to overcome this and become stronger." Small shifts in interpretation gradually reshape the reality around you. The body, a mirror, reflecting the soul. Health does not come only from food or exercise. It begins with the state of the mind. A joyful, clean, calm inner life produces vitality, brighter eyes, fresher energy, a natural sense of aliveness. But prolonged resentment and constant worry carve lines of suffering into the face, weaken the immune system, and accelerate aging. James Allen emphasizes, to protect the body, you must first protect the mind. A mind obsessed with fear of illness can invite illness faster than any physical factor. This is a powerful reminder in an age where people rush to the gym and strict diets, yet forget to master the thought stream that quietly determines real health. Purpose. The compass that guides the power of thought. Without clear purpose, thinking becomes scattered and chaotic, like a river with no banks, spreading everywhere and reaching nowhere. But when you choose a central ideal, whether spiritual or practical, and focus your mental energy toward it, creative power awakens, doubt and fear retreat, replaced by steadiness, clarity, and the ability to turn dreams into reality. A great dream, a high vision, is a promise of who you are becoming. True dreamers, not those lost in fantasy, are the quiet saviors of the world, because they carry beautiful ideals and awaken courage in others. Peace. The highest crown of the mind. The highest achievement of mastering thought is inner peace, not the peace that arrives only when life becomes perfect, but the ability to stay steady in the middle of a storm. A peaceful person is not shaken by praise or blame, not easily moved by external events, and through that calmness, they become a positive influence on everyone around them. That peace comes from self-mastery, understanding the cause and effect nature of thought, and the ability to say to the soul, "Be still." In the middle of chaos, this is the greatest strength, the one thing no one can steal from you. Practical application. Turning theory into life. This book does not stop at philosophy. It is a call to action. Begin by observing your thoughts. What percentage is positive and goal-directed? What percentage is negative, repeating the same old fears? Then practice replacement, gently redirecting your mind. Each morning, spend a few minutes picturing your best self for the day. When a negative thought appears, ask, "If I didn't think this thought, what could I choose to think instead?" Over time, this habit produces deep change. Relationships improve because you carry calmer energy. Work becomes more effective because your mind concentrates. Health improves because the body reflects inner stillness. And most importantly, you begin to feel freedom. Freedom from being ruled by circumstances. Freedom to become the highest version of yourself. Closing. An eternal invitation. As a Man Thinketh is not a book you read once and close. It is a companion, a daily whisper reminding you the key to your life is held inside your own mind. Pick up the tool of thought. Clear the weeds. Plant your most beautiful seeds. Then, be patient as your inner garden begins to bloom. Because, as James Allen has etched into the reader's soul, the mind is the master builder. Man is mind, and forever he uses the tool of thought to shape 1,000 joys and 1,000 sorrows. He thinks in secret, and it becomes real. His environment is only a mirror of himself. Let your mind become a wise gardener. For as a person thinks, so that person becomes. And life, in the end, will be the garden you chose to plant. And with that, our walk ends here. Thank you for walking with me to the end of the journey, and see you again soon in another adventures with so many more amazing books and stories. Goodbye for now.